study, we are going to get into one of the important technology, grooming technology and framework in the Java community, which is called Spring Boot. Spring Boot and then Spring Boot framework. So today about the latest things used in the Java platform and also in terms of Java community. A set of 6 students from the second CSE B. Krishna, S1, Ram, Prajit and Sandeep going to give the expert idea. The idea in terms of a 3D perspective point of view, starting from empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test by the student. So the starting will be empathize, going to be given by Krishna.
Empathy. Spring Boot is a powerful Java framework that helps developers build applications quickly and easily. In modern software development, creating secure and scalable applications is very important. Spring Boot simplifies this process by providing ready-to-use configurations, embedded servers, and easy project setups. So this case study focuses on how Spring Boot can be used to develop efficient web applications with less coding and faster deployment. By using its features such as auto configuration, dependency management, and microservice support, developers can concentrate more on business logic rather than complex setups to develop web applications and in startup stage.
Okay, this now from my point of view, by the Spring Boot it will be going to reduce the time. Whether using of any of the latest technology in terms of the Docker or maybe of a Kubernetes resource in terms of make the deployment very easier.
It's a tool to be used, so it's helpful for the process and the development and web applications.
Okay, the second state of 3D activity, define, going to be given by S1.
Spring Boot is an open source microservice. Ready Java framework designed to simplify the process of creating production grades. Framework acts as an pre-configurations, opinionated layer that eliminates the complex XML and the boilerplate setup of the past. At its corner, Spring Boot is an application's bootstrap. It springs up framework is a set of high quality engine parts. Spring Boot is a fully assembled car that starts with the one turn of the key. Key pillars of the Spring Boot. Opinionated configurations. It makes the assumptions about what you need. If you include the database library, it automatically tries to connect a database without you writing a single line of configurations. Start dependencies. This is a curated set of an library. Instead of a manual managing versions of 15 files, you should use one starter. For example, Spring Boot starter data job J. Standalone. It creates an executable J or file that includes an embedded service, Tomcat and Jetty. You do not need to install any external file for that.
Okay, S1 from your point of view, it makes the deployment and followed by Java connectivity for either of a backend load, which is both the Spring Boot. It will make up an application. Other than that, you will be using of any other services, extra services provided by the Spring Boot framework for managing the applications.
Yes, sir. If you managing application without any manual, it will automatically manage the. For example, we don't need to write a single line to manage the software, sir. It will automatically manage.
Fine. Now we move to the third point of our 3D framework, that is of an idea. Going to be given by Prajit.
Idea. We can build an AI for our personal finance tracker. The idea. A tool that categorizes expenses and provides financial advice via its application. Tech stack. Use Spring AI to connect Gemini or OpenAI and Spring Data API with the PostgreSQL database to store the transactions. Why Spring? It handles the complex security and the heavy lifting of AI API integration effortless. High performance inventory microservice. The idea, a backend service for an e-commerce platform that handles thousands of requests per second. Next time, use Spring Boot 3.x with Java 21 visual threads for massive scalability and Spring Web Flex for reactive non-blocking input output. While native compilation via Graal VM ensures the service starts in milliseconds. The next, smart home IoT phone. A dashboard that aggregates data from temperature, sensor and smart lights.
Okay, Pratik, regarding again getting of latest technology used with Java, whether it will be using only of what to say any of cloud databases, open database can be connected to the whole system.
Yes, sir. We can easily connect with the.
Okay, the Spring Boot make the development and also of all the integration and deployment work very easily. Now we moving to the post stage of our CTA, that is a file prototype going to be given by Sandeep.
Spring Boot is a Java framework used to build applications quickly. It based on Spring Boot framework, but much simpler. It removes complex configuration. No needs for lots of XML. It provides auto configuration. Does not set up automatically. Comes with emergent service like Tomcat. No need to install separately. Helps to create web apps and reset easily. Supports microservice development. It reduces coding efforts and time. Widely used in real-world and enterprise applications. Overall, this Spring Boot makes Java development faster, easy, and efficient.
Sandeep, it makes of the XML descriptor and deployment and it takes of anything. Whether it using of a YAML or maybe of a UL script, it takes of writing of the what to say, the deployment procedures, all the various things to be deployed in terms of the various directory and app to be running.
Yes, sir. It can be implemented easily.
Now finally what happened, we are going to do the test by S1. Test of the Spring Boot. Okay, fine. Including Selva and followed by S1 Yasantram and then Sajid and then Sandeep and then test are given of one of the latest technologies and then framework used in the Java community, which makes the development, deployment, maintenance and followed by of the in terms of cooperating with the speed of the AI development, not only in terms of the web-enabled platform, it will be getting to the web application, web services and etc. in a very fast manner, because one of the latest framework in the Java community makes the development very easier and also what to say quick in time and etc. A grand class to all the